beyond the typical adherence, what's a non-traditional metric or unique data point that you found surprisingly effective in demonstrating the value of your program to internal stakeholders? Okay, so this is asking about, are there other metrics beyond maybe what we've talked about and maybe other unique metrics? Uh, so interestingly, some programs that we have been doing lately, I talked about natural language processing. I talked about the use of AI, where you are you're listening, compliantly listening to these conversations that are being had. In my company's case, it's typically a nurse educator or some other trained support individual who's talking to a patient. It's one thing to ask the patient questions and get feedback from them in the moment. It's another when you're actually using natural language processing to understand things like sentiment. And what's interesting, a recent QBR call is we were letting our client know about three different types of patients who were coming into a call. The first was the positive patient coming in with a positive sentiment. The next was the neutral patient, and then the third was the negative patient. And the whole key of what we were trying to do is, can we increase their positive sentiment, even just a little? And what's that impact have on that? The client was kind of blown away by that, blown away by the certain types of best practices that were used to help provide a more positive sentiment to all three of those categories. And of course, raising the negative ones was like the biggest priority. But we were also able to use that. We were able to optimize because there were some things we were doing that could have worked better. So we're able to adjust how we're doing that. So I would say like that's a really unique way to look at how you're supporting a patient and then how you're showing your stakeholders how you're using these types of tools.